and is a high, and it is also a popular and it has more strength comparable to what about the programming language now available in the market. There are different programming languages. You heard about C Sharp, .NET platform, Python. And then there is JavaScript. JavaScript nowadays, JavaScript plays a very important role in web technology world. But Java is such a programming language. It covers every area. It may be your console application, it may be your web application, it may be your window application, different type of applications. So you can develop using Java. It covers everything. And so let me share my screen. What is the basic things I am going to discuss today? I want to show. Sir, can you give me host?
I have given the permission already.
Okay, okay. Okay, is it visible my screen now?
Yes,
Hello.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So, what I am going to discuss today, what is about the internship we are providing. Then, little bit discussion about the programming language. What is programming language? What is why it is important, and why Java? We should learn Java, and some basic brief history about the Java. Then we have different certification program in Java. Oracle conducts, so that thing I also give you. And what is the career path in the Java? Then what is the current status of Java, current ranking of Java? Then if you do a Java with us, then what are the things we are providing to you? Then finally we will do one project as your internship. So I will discuss on that. Okay. First of all, I want response from the students. All of you are here listening, hearing me, able to hear me, and what I am saying, my audio voice is clear or not. First of all, I want to listen from student. Hello student.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, fine, fine.
Yes, sir.
Good. So in our company we are providing 3 months of internship duration. Hello. Yeah.
Everyone mute.
In the in Java internship, we are providing a core Java first of all, because even though you have knowledge, I think you need to brush off and you do go dive into the Java. So whatever I have knowledge, I have cultured, I wanted to put my whole effort to give you details about the Java. What basically nowadays interview, different interview, they are asking question on which area and what are the concept you should clear. That thing you can cover through the core Java, and core Java you must learn. Then after we will discuss about the advanced Java. And basically in advanced Java, I am going to cover JSP and servlet area. And there are Spring Hibernate frameworks that is not beyond this course. Okay. Then we'll plan for a project and we'll go through the detailed process at industrial developing. That experience I am giving to you. I will give it to you. Then I'll provide the internship certificate. And one thing, placement assistance, I am not guaranteed for that, but we have a program that is, we are parallelly running one program that is called Skill Dice. In the Skill Dice, we are providing free communication training, and we are also providing some those who have completed Java course or any other course with us. So different companies requirement we are putting on that group. Okay, you people will apply through your through them by uploading your resume, and some of the students, they are getting chances. Okay, we'll provide you that platform that is called placement artisan. I will tell about this. So this is about our internship. Then let's discuss about what already you know. So I wanted to start from that. That is programming language. Have you all heard about the programming language? I am asking to all students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you anyone can tell what is programming language and what are the types of programming language and why we should learn programming language? I because you are all perhaps final year students, you must have that much of knowledge. So just I'm not asking anyone voluntarily tell if you know. Hello. Okay. Programming language. Anyone? Okay. Give me some example of programming language. Already Java, you know Java is a programming language. Any other programming language? My voice is audible. I'm
Yes, sir.
asking. Yes, yes. You can interact with me. Okay. Hello. Huh. Yeah, Pooja. You wanted to say something. You can say.
So there are many kind of programming languages are there like C++, C, Java, Python, JavaScript,
Very
and
good.
many more.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So why we need this programming language? By learning programming language, what benefit will get?
Sir, we can develop softwares by
Very
learning
good.
programming.
Very good. Okay, so ultimate aim of learning programming language to develop software, and the intention of software development is called is what to solve our day-to-day life problem, right?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
you want to work some document, then you need MS Word, MS Office software. You want to play a game, you need a game software. Okay, so software solves our problem. There are different type of softwares, we can say system software, application software, utility software, firmware, the different things are there. So all these have some intention, they solve different problems, right? System software, they solves system related problems which it activate our system. Operating system is the example of system software. It activate our system so that we can able to work with the computer, and it provides a platform on which we can install another application softwares. Okay, the programming language is ultimate aim is to make your system active, means active and workable, and it also solves your day-to-day life problems through different application softwares. That's why we are using programming language. So since programming language has developed, it categorized into base broadly two types. We can say three types. One is low level language, another is called higher level language. In low level language we can have machine level language and assembly level language. I think all of you heard about this. And basically we are nowadays focusing on higher level programming language. The high level programming language is nothing, it is like C, means very much equivalent with our English day to day life English language. Okay, its learning approach is very much similar with our English language. Like you have learned C, C++, and Java, it's same approach. Okay, so Java is a high level programming language, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
And
sir.
then each and every programming language, I'm especially speaking about the high level programming language. They have followed certain programming paradigm. How many of you heard about the programming paradigm? Programming paradigm, there's procedure oriented programming, we are telling about structured oriented programming, object oriented programming, object based programming. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Java is object-oriented programming. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by this object-oriented programming? But so this is one kind of programming paradigm. Paradigm means this is the approach we are following to develop the applications. Okay, so that is called paradigm. So in this paradigm, we are dealing with the objects, we are dealing with the classes, we are dealing with the inheritance and polymorphism and other object-oriented concepts are there. These concepts we are following, and by following these, we are developing our application. That is called programming paradigm. And this programming knowledge about the programming paradigm very essential, okay, in real life development. Otherwise your software is going to failure. Okay, if you want to success your uh, actually in software industry, if we don't follow proper procedure, that is called software engineering process, then chances of software failure is high. So by simply learning programming language, that is not sufficient. So what is sufficient? You should know the tricks, you do know the techniques, how to develop applications. Okay, simply learning just like simply learning how to build house is not sufficient. You have to know the technique, where to use how many amount of things to develop the house, something. So the what paradigm knowledge is very important. So there is a procedure, a C was procedure and structure into programming language. You should know what is that. Okay, so I am not going to depth. I just touches the this fundamental. Already you know programming language. Then we'll little bit comparison between C and Java. Already you know C, you are going to learn Java. So let's see some programming difference. I'm not giving any theoretical difference, I'm just showing you. Already all of you know this code, C code. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So can you tell what will be the output of the first code snippet?
Hello, comma world.
Hello, what?
Very good. It's simple. It prints hello world. Similarly, if you want to print hello world in Java, you have to write this type of things. Since Java is object-oriented programming, everything should present inside the class. That's why one class is defined. That class name is hello world. Inside the hello world, there is a main function. The syntax of the way of writing main function in Java, you just see the difference. In C, simply you are writing int void, right? Int main, and then void means it is not receiving any parameter. But in Java, you must have to write public, static, void, main, then it will receive array of strings. So this is the difference between this. And you main is the entry point of every programming language. So you any application, compiled applications, you uh, will learn. See, it may be C, it may be C++, it may be Java. So they must have one main. It may be a C# programming language. They must have main function, because this is the function name which operating system searches, or your Java having JVM, Java virtual machine, they searches for execution. They searches first the main function. If they find this main function, then they can execute. Otherwise they throw some error or exception that main method is not found or something. This is the basic difference. Here you can see in C there is no classes. Simply you are writing procedures. Method is nothing. These are the procedures. You are writing this procedure simply. But here you have to follow the paradigm that you must present all the methods but functions within the class. So this is basic difference. Just like this, there are a lot of difference you can go through if we continue this session. Okay. This is the simple C language program, and same program you can write in Java. You can see this. Can you all see this program? What is this program meant for? By looking at the code.
To add two numbers.
Yeah, simply
Adding two numbers.
yes, it simply adds two number, num1 and num2, then it accepts from the user and then it. So same thing we can write in Java. Okay, so one thing I want to clear here, the concept what you have learned in C, the programming approach, solving approach, that is called algorithm. All of you heard about the algorithm. Okay, so suppose some problem is given to you, you want to solve those problem. So first attempt not writing program, the first attempt our minds to analyze the problem. What is the problem asking for? What? And every problem has three things. What input, then process, then output, right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Every
Yes, sir.
problem in real life also, you think about the problem, it has three part. one is input, some input it must, just like we are solving mathematics problem. In mathematics, given such certain thing is given, okay, then you are writing our process, then we are finding finally output. And the same thing we are doing in programming also. Okay, so it's the same input, process and output you will follow in C programming, it's C++ programming, Java programming. So that's why it is for the advice for the students that any programming language, if you master, if you confident about, it is sufficient to get into the company, to crack the interview. So it is very very important to follow any one programming language and master over that. Okay, so this is the code snippet. The same thing we can do through the Java program. Okay, here again the same thing, everything is written inside the class name has given by following some naming convention. Then there is a main method, then first and second value, instead of taking input from the keyboard, it is statically assigned value 10 and 20, then it is added, then it prints. So same approach here also follow, but implementation and syntax a little bit difference. Okay, so then come to the brief history of Java. So the photo at the left side, you will can it be visible to all? Can
Yes,
you
sir.
say his name? Who is he?
Sir,
Who is he? He's James Gosling. Okay, he's the
James Gosling.
yes, James Gosling. He developed actually Java. He was the leader of the team. Actually, Java was actually this what we say. This concept was developed in 1991. They have planned to develop some programming language which can solve what the platform independent concept. Okay, because that time there are different set of devices was there. So for each and every set of devices, they have to write different programming in C. Okay, and C++. They thought so, can it such programming, and once we write this program, that program can run on any device, any number of device, any platform. So that concepts uh, follows the Java development. In 1995, actually they concluded that project. Actually, in 1991 they started that project, and that project name was Green Project. And the team, those who worked on that project, the team was name is Green Team. So in this team there are many members. So some of the important members, James Gosling, Mike Sheridan, and Patrick Norton, and others also there. So they took around 5 years to develop this programming language. After development, it is found that Java is such a powerful programming language after C. So that's why they become so popular. Okay, in 1995, that time internet also evolved. So by using Java programming language that is called Applet programming language was there. So that time the uh, web application can possible. So that's why Java became more popular in 1995. Okay, something I have written here. The project was started. Which project now? Green Project. In 1991, they invented their efforts to develop a language for television, set-top boxes, and many more digital devices. And initially, it was designed for small embedded system. Do you know embedded system? Hello, students. I am asking to all. Hello.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so embedded system means is small devices. Your you can say your washing machine, your AC, your car. So they are doing some task. So through remote, you are operating the devices through remote control, right? So remote control, how the opposite device able to know that you are clicking this button and this should operate this. Okay, so there must be one some system, some programming must be there. So if we integrate small operating system inside this operating system, we have written some programming language embedded within this, and we make a device, and we can able to work on that device, and that is called embedded system, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Java, actually 1995, it was initially named was Green Talk. James Gosling gave its name as a Green Talk, and its extension was .gt initially. The later on it was named to Oak, and at that time Oak technology, like some companies already exist. That's based on the trademark issue. They again forced to change the name of Java, then renamed it in 1995, and its extension also changed, that .java. Any file name .java we are writing. Okay, this is basic brief idea about. And why should we learn Java? It is very important. If any student needs some suggestion that which programming language he should learn to get into the industry and make himself more confident, so my advice will be the Java. There are many. It may be Python. You heard about Python, JavaScript, C++, and many programming languages there. So if one student give its constant 6 to 1 year time by completely learning Java, I guarantee that he will become so confident, enough to handle any kind of interview they can crack, because Java covers every aspects of the programming language, every area of the programming language, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
And Java, it has a rich set of library API. It has a rich API. And Java initially was developed by Sun Microsystem. Okay, in 2010, the Sun Micro test system taken over by the Oracle system. Oracle 2000, since 2010, till now Oracle is the complete owner of the Java programming language, right? So version
Yes,
up
sir.
to Java version 1 to 6, so it was under the control of Sun Microsystem. After Java 7, it completely came under the Oracles, and Oracle is a very big company, is very popular database it he has. And now Java is with him, and he always developed many versions. Who can say what is the latest version of Java, if anyone knows? This is for your
JDK
knowledge.
16.
Yeah, JDK 17 also. I am giving you every information. If you want regarding Java, you can visit Oracle site, and in Oracle site there are a lot of things to learn, okay, regarding Java and other things also. So in the Oracle site, let me see the snippet. Already I have opened. Just a minute. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is after coming taken over by the Oracle to the Java. The Java 7 in 2011, this version was released. Then Java 8, it is LTS version. LTS stands for long term support. Any version which is LTS mentioned, this is long term support. Even any other new versions came, but this version will continue still. So Java 8, still most of the industry they are still working on Java 8, but now the latest version of Java is it will release on which date? So now 16, 17 is going to release in 2021. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the different versions. Okay, why the version? Every version some new extra features, some previous errors has been solved, and some new extra features added. Then your new uh, version came into existence. So this is the something about Java versions. So any information if you want, you can get from the Oracle site. If you visit Oracle, simply oracle.com, it has many things, and you go to the resources. Otherwise, just a minute. So where Java is written, you can follow that. Java is not coming. Okay, you can see. Otherwise, I can see send you link because we have less time. Then, what is the ranking of Java now? There are different ranking companies. They're ranking the Java. So you can see one ranking here. Hello.
Yes, sir.
And in PPT I have put it one ranking. Another field is you can look at this diagram. Java, it is can be used as web development. It can be used for in testing. Okay, there is automation testing nowadays, so they're based on the Java totally. Android, all of you heard about the Android. The initially Android is the part of Java because if you have good knowledge on the core Java, then you can able to develop Android applications. Then big data they have used, and Java having most popular framework, Spring, Hibernate, and so many frameworks. So if you start learning Java, core Java, then advanced Java, then you can go for the frameworks, you can go for the different web development, you have a different area uh, to go. Okay, then you can see this ranking. So now JavaScript plays took a very fast rank because due to the Node.js actually. Node.js and React, JavaScript became so popular, but JavaScript is not that much of powerful programming language as Java. Only JavaScript is used in the web world. It cannot be used as developing window applications, right? Console applications. So that's why Java is the only programming language. It has different capability. Okay, so then if you learn Java, so what I should provide to you? So in each and every class I will detail discuss about the concepts of each and everything. Then based on the concepts I will provide notes and recording videos. Then every chapter's objective question I will put to you and provide for your practice. Then we'll build a community in the Slack. The Slack community basically whatever I'm giving training to the students, they are joining to my Slack community, and through this community we have different discussions by the students. Hello, can you see this community?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So there are different PHP and replacement training. So different students are joining to us, and they have different questions and
Excuse me, sir.
discuss. Yes, yes.
Sir, which application is best for Java programming?
Which applications means which ID?
Yes, means
Uh,
which app we should use for Java programming?
good. There are in market there are many Java tools available. ID. This is called ID, Integrated Development Environment. Okay, so Oracle provides you NetBeans. There is Eclipse ID. There is Java J Developer ID, and nowadays your VS Code, it is very popular. And BlueJ is one ID. There are different ID available. So industry, as per the industry, they are using NetBeans or Eclipse nowadays. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So Eclipse will be good. So I am using
Sir,
Eclipse. Okay.
sir, I am using IntelliJ ID. Is it okay?
Yes, IntelliJ ID, it is also okay, no issue. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Initially as a student, initially you have to clear your concept. Okay, so what is you write, you have written your code and you execute, and that code should run, that's all, and compile properly and run. Okay, and you clear your concept. But which ID you will use, so that is up to you and your once you familiar on any one ID, then it is better. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so I am using Eclipse. So it will be better if we all use Eclipse, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So then, as per the current scenario, there are different competitive coding uh, is going on. Okay, so I am also providing you competitive coding programmings to solve the problems. Then interview questions means I have collected many different companies questions based on the chapter wise, so that I can provide you that questions. You can have experience the is this type of this question coming in the interview, so I should prepare us on that way. Okay. And another thing already I told you, that is skill dice. We have started. It is a free communication every day, 7:15 to 8:15 we are providing this one. Some volunteer members also there, they are providing communication training, means spoken English, I can say. So what are the things you required in the industry? Email writing, your drafting, that thing we are providing on that platform. Okay, you can join if anyone who interested for that. Okay, so that thing these are all the things we are providing through our training. And if you ask me, so for Java, what are the books you should have to follow? So we have in the college there is a Balgur Swami and complete reference. In addition to this, these are the most popular books we have to. I am following these books, and most of the developers they are also, as per I have discussed with my students already, they are working in different company in the Java domain. So since I have experience in around 10 years, so many students of mine have been joined in different company. So they, after discussing with them, they suggest me, sir, these books are very beautiful books. I have gone through these books. If possible, you can also purchase this book, Headfast Java. It is a very beautiful book. Effective Java, and you should know the paradigm what I have said, object oriented analysis and design, how you analyze the things and you design the things, then you code. So this book will give you certain knowledge, and thinking in Java is also a beautiful book. Okay, books is required actually. Nowadays what is the problem of the students? They are not going through the book. They are actually they follow the web tutorials, and they are completely depend on the training. But training is 20%, and 80% effort, if effort is on you, how you are giving your effort, how you are reading the books and getting practicing the things through your computer and spending more and more time discussing this, then you can be able to get the real charm of programming. Okay, this is. So then project, something about the project what we provide. So we'll decide what will be the project title after some classes. Then based on the title, we'll analyze about what we are going to do, and after analysis we make a documentation. That process I will do. Then we'll design. That design means DFD diagram, UML diagram. All of you have learned software engineering, so that was the theory, and it will be your practical. So how this software engineering is implemented in the development of the project. So design, there is a UML chapter, use case diagram. So all of you have software engineering in your course curriculum. Software engineering one paper you must have in your course curriculum.
Software engineering topic is on fifth semester. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So that you will read, then it will be fine. If you have knowledge, then you can implement, you can correlate with this concept and your implement. So that your design, I will say to you. Then we'll go for the coding in Java. Then we'll do some unit testing, whether our applications is um, performing right things or not. Then there is implementation. We will implement our host our application somewhere. And technology, what technology we are using, basically for this project we'll learn, we'll implement JDBC concept, JSP, Java, and servlet. And in addition to this, one programming design pattern we are using, that is called MVC, model view controller. Okay, that thing we will follow. Okay, so this is basic thing discussion about you. If anyone having any question, they can ask to me.
Excuse me, sir.
Sure. Hello.
Sir, could you explain the concept of getter and setter in Java?
Getter and setter.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So in Java is purely object-oriented programming, right? So you in a project you are dealing with different objects, right? Suppose if you tell about student management system. Okay, in student management system, what are the objects you will deal? Suppose you are developing one application that is called student management system. In student management system, what are the objects you will deal with? Student is one object, teacher is one object, right? Means you have to design the class. After designing the class, you have to create object or not. Without object we cannot work.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have to create object. So when we create object, each object have some instance members, instance variable.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for example, student class. The student class, it has let name, roll number and course. Let three this is called data members or parameters, we can say properties, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, three properties we declared. And when we create object, we wanted to store some data into the what we want to modify the object data. Initially when you create object, the constructor calls and it initializes the object. Suppose one object, student s1 object you have created, name, suppose you store Jack, and its course is something VCA, and its roll number is some 001, right? This value you have put it initially when you create an object, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
If you understood, then it is okay. Otherwise, I can make one diagram. I can explain you through. Let me draw the diagram so that you can more visualize this. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Just a minute. I'm opening the Jamboard. Okay, let's see. So you are declaring one class. Getter and setter, these properties is used. These are two methods. It is used to get the data of an object and set the data into the object. But I am visualizing this one. Suppose here what I am writing, string name. Is it a property of the class?
Yes, sir.
And let roll number, I am putting integer. Then course. Okay. So once this class is created, you need to create object of this class. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's create an object of this class. So how can you create object in Java? Student object, this is called reference variable name. Then you have have to create object, then you have to call, it may be a default constructor, it may be a parameterized constructor, any constructor you call. Okay, hello,
Yes,
tell
sir.
me, uh, what happened if I run this line, this particular line, then what will happen? In the memory, one object will be created. Hello,
Yes, sir.
and inside this object, the three memory allocation will take place. One is your name, okay. Second is your roll number, and third is your course. Okay, and it is a default constructor, means it initializes all this data member with a default value, right?
Yes, sir.
The name having default value, name is string type, its default value is null. Roll number is numeric integer type, default value is 0, and it is having value null. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So later you want to set some value into this object. Let this object name is obj1, obj. You want to set value into it. So how can you set? You have to write some method. Clear?
Yes, sir.
That method, after this course, I am adding this code here inside the class. You will write this, right? It's public void set, and you will take three parameter. One parameter is string, let me, string what, name, comma, id role, comma, string course. Okay, so what this function will do, it just uses this name equal to name. Those who do not understand, don't worry, just I am trying to explain, giving her answer what she is asking to me. This dot course, so dot is your member access operator, so course. So what, once this method we defined here, we can call this method for setting this object. How can you call this method? I can show you. Then another method will write in the public scope, that is called what it will return. Hello, we'll get that. Get means for each individual property we will define that public. The set method you can also define different like this. Yes, no problem. Public void set. So I can give name of here set name. Individually we can set by call. This is called setter method. Individually setting the properties. So what I am writing, int role. So I can write this dot role equal to role. So then public void course. Okay, so you clear about this? This is called setter method. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so once we declare this, actually due to less space, let me write the same thing in the notepad so that you can clear it more clear. Same thing we are writing again. I'm taking one variability. This is called name. Inside this, I will write some method. Word set name, string name. Okay, so this is called setter method. This is called getter method. So if we create object of this class, inside any place we can create object. Inside the main, suppose we are creating object student. Then if you want to set the name, you just call the object dot set name and you pass the name. Suppose some name I am passing here. Here also, if you want to print that name, you can call this is the output statement in Java. Simply call object dot what get name. So I hope you got the answer. The getter and setter method, actually this is used to set the each properties for the object, and getter method is used to get the values, okay, from the
Sir,
object.
we can store many values, or means there is some.
Yes, you can just as I have done many values. If you are putting many values, then you have to return object itself in the get method. Simply you write the get, you have to return the object. If you want actually in the concept individual, there should be individual getter and setter method for each properties. For name, it has getter method and setter method. If you define another properties like sorry, roll number, it must have getter method and setter method. Then it will be easy for working if you work.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this would be the proper way. The set what roll number, here what I am writing integer, so this is roll number. So in this way, if you have or more properties, so for each and every property you must have some getter method, you must have some setter method, and its naming convention is just like this: set the name of the properties, get the name of the properties. Okay, and it is used for modifying the objects of the property. And we can say this is the mutator function. This is called accessor function. Mutator means which changes the value of the object, and accessor, it access the value of the object, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any question?
No, sir, I got it.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, anyone having any question more? Sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir, Bhavani sir, over to you.
Okay, Ankita ma'am, I think both present. Ankita ma'am, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. आपण session end कर देंगे.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr.
Th-
Mahanti, for taking out time from your busy schedule and enlightening the students with your knowledge. And we hope we will meet in future. So, students, here we conclude our meeting. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, Mr. Mahanti, again.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, madam.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.